Good morning. Warm season's greetings, and welcome to the winter 2013 commencement of the University of Colorado at Boulder. I am Jim Williams, the Dean of Libraries and the Boulder Campus Commencement Marshal. Will you please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the CU Boulder Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marine ROTC. Would you please join in singing our national anthem? The anthem will be led today by Nicole Wilkie, receiving today her bachelor's degree from the College of Music, and she will be accompanied by the Boulder Brass. Thank you, Nicole. And now would you join Nicole in the singing of America the Beautiful. The words to this song were composed by Catherine Lee Bates in 1893 during her visit to Pikes Peak near Colorado Springs. And those words were inspired by the beauty of this state. Nicole. be seated. And now, a special message addressed to today's graduates. The origin of commencement can be traced to 12th century Europe, when organized universities were first formed. Commencement is a solemn and meaningful rite of passage, a tangible experience of an individual leaving behind the college experience and entering the broader world of limitless horizons. It supports our tradition from one state of being to the next. Commencement is an important ritual for the human spirit, signifying at once great accomplishment and moving on to the next chapter of life and a world of possibilities. It's a momentous day, an everlasting day. Congratulations to each of you. Commencement is not only a time for celebration and reflection, but it's also a time for us to thank those whose academic and administrative support and dedication to this university have helped bring all of our graduates here today. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize some of those people who are with us today. First, from the Board of Regents, who are with us today, Steve Bosley, Longmont. Glenn Gallegos, Grand Junction. Irene Griego, Lakewood. Joe Nagoose, Boulder. And Sue Sharkey, Castle Rock. Please welcome the University of Colorado Vice President for Academic Affairs, Kathleen Bollard. Our Associate Vice Chancellor for Summer Session and Outreach, the Dean of Continuing Education and Professional Studies, Professor Ann Hines. The Chair of the Boulder Faculty Assembly, Professor Paul Chanofsky. And the Co-Chair of the Boulder Staff Council, John McKee. Ladies and gentlemen, Philip P. DiStefano, Chancellor, University of Colorado Boulder.
Thank you and good morning. Graduates, members of the Board of Regents, President Benson, members of the faculty and staff, parents, distinguished guests, family, and friends. It is my pleasure and honor to have the opportunity to address you today as the Chancellor of the University of Colorado Boulder. I know today's graduates join me in extending a special welcome to their family and friends whose love and support have helped to make this day possible. Please join me in showing our appreciation. With us today are many members of the faculty who have guided and mentored these graduates. They have shared their time, knowledge, and expertise to help each student reach this important milestone and his or her full potential. Will representatives of the faculty please rise and be recognized? Graduates, congratulations. Your hard work has brought you to this day. The university seal you will soon see embossed on your diploma depicts a torch in the hands of youth with a Greek inscription that reads, "Let your light shine." This fall semester, you really let your light shine, and it glowed brightly. If last September's flood taught us one thing, it was this: if we come together and help each other, even in a disaster, we can make a community a stronger place. The nation watched as you helped your fellow students and neighbors, even when you may have been victimized by the floodwaters yourself. We saw students go out into the community to aid Boulder County residents devastated by the flood. We saw students raising money for each other to replace textbooks and to help them to acquire lodging and meals. Student athletes served your meals to campus evacuees and emergency responders. Your sense of community was inspiring, and I want to thank you. And through it all, you preserved and earned your degree. You can take pride that you embody that torch of light on your diploma. Your work in supporting your fellow students and your Boulder County and Colorado neighbors is emblematic of what your CU degree represents. Examples abound of our students' individuals' impact on the world. Nearly 14,000 CU Boulder students are active in community service or service learning every year. CU Boulder graduates have been among the top 4 in the nation for Peace Corps service for the last 10 years. We are the 5th highest volunteer producing university of all time since Peace Corps inception 52 years ago. Meanwhile, 1,000 CU Boulder students are engaged in undergraduate research at any given time, advancing society by working on biomedical discoveries that save our lives, developing new energy to power us, and producing works of music and art that inspire us. You have mastered the value of balancing individual pursuit with group effort to reach important goals. In your academic career at CU Boulder, you have learned valuable lessons in critical thinking, civil discourse, collaborative decision-making, creative solutions, and creating community, all skills admired by employers and essential in a complex global society. Go out and use your degree to show your neighbors, your communities, your nation, and the world how to innovate, improvise, and compromise for the common good. First, celebrate for a job well done, and get to work. The world needs you. Thank you. Our commencement speaker today embodies these very attributes. It's our tradition to ask the Hazel Barnes Award winner to deliver the winner commencement speech, and you are in for a real treat today. The Hazel Barnes Prize, named for the late CU Boulder professor of philosophy, is the highest faculty recognition for teaching and research awarded by the university. It was created in 1991 to recognize outstanding faculty members who exemplify the enriching relationship between teaching and research. Dr. Christy Anseth is a distinguished professor of chemical and biological engineering. She is also a faculty member in our BioFrontiers Institute, which is advancing patient care, health, and well-being in an unprecedented way. An academic All-American basketball player in college. Today, Dr. Anseth is an internationally known pioneer in tissue engineering and regenerative medicine. She leads a team of faculty and students who are developing biodegradable scaffolds to stimulate the growth of new human tissues to replace those lost by injury or disease. Technology developed by her team is expected to help regenerate human cartilage and defective heart valves, mend shattered bones, produce insulin for diabetics, and grow healthy neurons to replace diseased brain tissue. Christy, who is also an associate professor of surgery at the University of Colorado Denver School of Medicine, has won numerous awards, including her election to the National Academy of Engineering and the Institute of Medicine. She is the first engineer to be named a Howard Hughes Medical Institute investigator. She was named one of Popular Science's magazine Brilliant 10, honoring her as one of the nation's top young scientists, and she was inducted to the Colorado Women's Hall of Fame last year. She has won a number of national campus teaching awards. To date, 34 students who worked under her have received doctorates, and she is currently advising 14 more doctoral students. She has also mentored more than 100 undergraduates in laboratory research. Please welcome Distinguished Professor and Hazel Barnes Award winner, Dr. Christy Anseth.
Thank you, Chancellor DeStefano, for the very kind and generous introduction. And I'd like to add my welcome to the family and friends of the graduates. It's great to see you here today. To you, the class of 2013, congratulations on your achievements. I'm delighted to be with you and share in this very special day. You've received a first-class education from a top-rate university. As I began preparing my remarks for today, it offered up a moment for some self-reflection. First, I was seated in this very event center 19 years ago, receiving my PhD in December of 1994. I'm very proud to be counted as a forever buff, and I greet you all as part of this larger fellowship of CU alumni. However, I also struggled with the message that I wanted to deliver today, especially because I realized 99% of you probably won't remember this message. In fact, I surveyed many students as I walked the hallways in my own academic building, and I found only one person who remembered a part of a graduation speech. He shared this humorous story. A commencement speaker is a lot like the deceased at a funeral. You need them to carry on with the proceedings, but you don't expect them to say very much. So I will do my best to keep my comments brief, and I'd like to begin by sharing a famous story, a classic really. It's about a daredevil and his higher wire act. Perhaps some of you are familiar with it. So it was in 1859, the great Blondine, he announced to the world that he intended to cross Niagara Falls on a tightrope. Thousands of people came to watch. Halfway across a 1,000-foot rope, Blondine stopped with drama and steadied himself, did a backflip and some acrobatics, and landed squarely back on the rope. And he made it across to the other side. And throughout the year, he became quite the showman, performing his act, crossing the falls again and again, becoming more daring, once blindfolded, once on stilts, once on a bicycle. And just as he was about to begin yet another crossing, this time pushing a wheelbarrow. So he turned to the crowd and shouted, "Who believes I can cross pushing this wheelbarrow?" And every hand in the crowd went up. But then Blondine pointed to one individual, to one person. He said, "Do you believe I can do it?" And the reply was yes. "Are you absolutely certain?" "Yes, I'm absolutely certain." "Thank you. Then get in the wheelbarrow." Now, you're all successful students coming from diverse backgrounds and places to the flagship university in the state of Colorado. And like that person in the crowd, you all know lots of things. So my first point is like that man in the audience, There will be times in your life where knowing things won't matter as much as how you respond to the unanticipated, the scary, the unexpected, and decide whether you're going to get into that wheelbarrow or not. So for me, getting into the wheelbarrow was jumping on a plane, and I headed to West Lafayette, Indiana to attend Purdue University, my first college experience. I grew up in a small town in North Dakota, and I was leaving the comforts of my extended family and friends and heading to a university where I didn't know a soul. I also decided to major in chemical engineering, and I'd never even met an engineer before, let alone did I know what I could do with a chemical and biological engineering degree. So I came to college armed with my small town education and support and echoes of my parents' comments that you can do this. So perhaps some of you have a similar experience, and I'd like to take a special note that I think sometime today I hope you all thank that parent, that friend, family member who really helped you reach your goals today. So fortunately, universities and colleges in the US, once you arrive, we provide you with maps and outlines of courses and schedules of what to do, what to check off to get to your degrees. And when I began that journey, I had little knowledge of what would define success, other than a career that would hopefully pay off my college loans and provide me with a decent standard of living. But one event changed my life. I knocked on the door of a faculty member, Professor Nicholas Pepys. And I was a really tentative, shy student. But Professor Pepys opened his doors, he welcomed me, he advised me, he opened my mind to the possibilities, he listened to me, he took time, and I learned about the possibilities, the opportunities. And from that moment, I marched through getting a bachelor's degree, a doctoral degree. I even completed postdoctoral studies and traveled the world. And now I'm a professor of chemical and biological engineering at what I consider one of the best universities in the world. But sitting where many of you are today, I knew nothing of these career choices and opportunities. So my second point is that there's going to come a time in your life that in order to succeed, you will have to trust. When you'll have to make a big leap of faith, and when that time comes, I hope that you'll swallow your fear and get into that wheelbarrow. So while I am a faculty member at CU Boulder, I must confess also that it was a far cry from what I thought I would be as a child. In fact, many of you might remember the question as a young child, what do you want to be when you grow up? For some of you, you may have aspired to the improbable, Major League Baseball player, the president, the richest person in the world, or like my daughter, a rock star. Maybe even the impossible, a fairy princess, Superman, Big Bird. Or perhaps you've already overachieved. My nephew wanted to be a garbage collector at age 5, and my sister's very happy he's now studying for a business degree. I fell into engineering because of serendipitous circumstances. But the more I learned about it, the more I knew it was right for me. Engineers use science and technology to solve society's problems, help us live healthier lives with new medical products, have access to clean water and air, tackling problems of energy and the environment and sustainability, making our society and lives better. I get to use science and mathematics to make a difference in the world. And as Chancellor DeStefano mentioned, I focus on tissue engineering, where we're trying to eliminate the pain of arthritis, treat the complexities of heart disease, or even alleviate the debilitating effects of Parkinson's. But I became a professor because I wanted to teach. I had a passion. I wanted to help others. I wanted to inspire. At least that's what I thought. And this is the last part of my story. What strong belief you hold right now about what it means to be successful. I hope that you'll stay open to the possibility that you may have got it all wrong. and graciously accept that new awareness when it comes. Mine came the first day on my job at the University of Colorado at Boulder. There were roughly 30,000 students, and they came armed to see you with minds full of questions, an enthusiasm for learning, and unrealized dreams. And just like my knock on Dr. Peppis's door 22 years ago, I get those knocks from students every day. And I must confess that I often do more learning than teaching. And you, students, all of you today, you inspire me. I'm so very fortunate to count myself as a CU faculty member, surrounded by some of the best and brightest students in the world. Well, that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you. So go get started with all of your successes, your failures, and all the other great things you'll do in your life. Live it to the fullest, and when the time comes, don't be afraid to jump into the wheelbarrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy. Let's remember now, it's the Hazel Barnes Teaching Award, our most honored teaching award. Let's give her another hand. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Benson, President, University of Colorado.
I think I'd just like to start by saying, Christy, I've jumped into a lot of wheelbarrows in the last 50 years. Thank you, Dean Williams. I'd like to add my welcome to the graduates, their family and friends, and the university faculty and staff. On behalf of the University of Colorado, I'd like to congratulate you and all the people who helped you. Your degree from this great university will change your lives forever. As you start the next stage of your life, I'd like to share some of my thoughts that have helped me throughout my life. Listen to others. Make sure you hear all sides of the issue. Your ideas may not always be the best. You can accomplish a lot more if you don't care who gets the credit. In every decision, watch out for unintended consequences. Stay focused on what is important and finish what you start. Think before you act. If you make a mistake or a bad decision, admit it, apologize, fix it as fast as you can, and just move on. And when you make an agreement, make sure both sides are happy. Don't always try to get the advantage. Seize opportunities as they come along. If you have a life plan, don't miss opportunities because they may not fit exactly into your plan. And people want leaders. So when you see a void, fill it. And when you become a leader, be inclusive and open, try to listen more than you talk, hire great people who are trustworthy and work as a team, and know what you don't know, but make sure you have people around you that do know. And treat everyone with respect, and remember, everyone has a place in this world. Always lead by example, do the right thing, no matter how tough it is, you will be rewarded. Be generous with your time and, when you can, with your money, and be sure to remember your alma mater. I'm glad you heard that. Contribute to your community, volunteer for projects you care about. You will do good, and it'll make you feel really good. In the end, your honesty, your word, your reputation, your integrity is all that you have, so don't lose them. And don't forget, the harder you work, the luckier you'll get. So good luck to all of you as you start the next phase of your life. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, President Benson. Thank you. I'm really honored to be able to recognize 2 ROTC students who will commence service to our country upon commissioning. We also honor our graduating veterans who have already served our country on active military duty. So thank you very much to their parents, family members, faculty and staff of the University of Colorado Boulder for the support and encouragement you have provided these students who have pursued a commission while earning an undergraduate degree. These exceptionally professional students embody the concept of service in the University of Colorado Boulder creed. They have chosen this path to serve something greater than themselves, their country, and all of America. Will the graduating ROTC students and our graduating veterans please stand and be recognized?
During each commencement ceremony, we honor those undergraduate students who have earned all A's during their college career. This semester, 2 students have qualified for this award, and I would like for these students to join me at the podium to be recognized and presented with a medal signifying their accomplishments. Emily Margaret Bryan, a bachelor's candidate in international affairs, is from Parker, Colorado. And Megan Michelle Morgenthaler, a bachelor's candidate in neuroscience and history, is from Morrison, Colorado. Congratulations. Throughout CU's history, we have recognized many outstanding individuals for their contributions to CU, the state, and the nation. Regent Sharkey will now present the Distinguished Service Award in recognition of outstanding achievements and contributions to the university.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, it is my pleasure to award the Distinguished Service Award to David Feigenbaum. Dr. Feigenbaum is unable to be with us today. Accepting the award on his behalf is Professor R.L. Widman.
Hello, David. Congratulations, David. Thank you.
Few people know the power of illness and death as personally as Dr. David Feigenbaum. While an undergraduate at Georgetown University, David Feigenbaum lost his mother, Anne Marie, to brain cancer. The experience moved him to create a peer support and service group at Georgetown for college students dealing with grief. Students across the country who heard about the support group wanted similar groups established at their schools. His research indicated there was a significant need, so in 2006 he co-founded the National Students of AMF nonprofit organization. The acronym stands for Ailing Mothers and Fathers, and his mother's initials, Anne Marie Feigenbaum. Today, students of AMF chapters are on 43 campuses throughout the country, including the CU Boulder campus, which was the 5th chapter to be founded. After graduating from Georgetown, Feigenbaum received a master's degree in public health from Oxford University in 2008 and received his medical degree from the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine in May 2013. In 2010, he was diagnosed with a rare cancer-like condition called Castleman disease. He was hospitalized for several months fighting the disease and was even read his last rites. Feigenbaum has since recovered and continues to receive ongoing chemotherapy. Last year, he created the Castleman Disease Collaborative Network to accelerate research and treatments for the disease, significantly advancing its science. As a student in the combined MD-MBA program at the University of Pennsylvania, Feigenbaum will receive his MBA from the Wharton School at Penn in 2014. He continues to be a tireless advocate for brain cancer research, rare disease research, and college students' bereavement. Dr. David Feigenbaum has been awarded the Distinguished Service Award for his exceptional contributions to the nation.
Congratulations, David. You honor us. We've now reached that happy moment that you've all been waiting for. Chancellor DeStefano will now confer the December 2013 earned degrees.
Will the candidates please rise who are being presented today for the degrees Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Audiology, and Doctor of Philosophy. These candidates will be presented by the Dean and Professor John Stevenson of the Graduate School.
Chancellor DeStefano, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present these doctoral candidates for their degree conferral.
Dean Stevenson, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer on these candidates the degrees Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Audiology, and Doctor of Philosophy, and welcome them into the company of scholars.
Will the marshals kindly proceed with the hooding of these candidates and conduct them to the platform for recognition. Juliana Madrone, Doctor of Philosophy, Musicology. Heather Underwood, Doctor of Philosophy, Technology, Media, and Society. Anthony Myers Kennedy, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil Engineering. Rachel Sarah Gabor, Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Studies. Cecily Jill Duffield, Doctor of Philosophy, Linguistics, and Cognitive Science. Sarah Emily Wood, Doctor of Musical Arts. Donald Benjamin Conkey, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Ji Chen, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Nicholas Stephen Clements, Doctor of Philosophy, Mechanical Engineering. Michael Robert Cood, Doctor of Philosophy, History. Brian Suk, Doctor of Philosophy, Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences. Gulay Ugur Getzel, Doctor of Philosophy, Political Science. John Wong, Doctor of Philosophy, Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences. David Henry Wayne, Doctor of Philosophy, Mathematics.
Congratulations to you all. Will the candidates who are being presented today for the degrees Master of Arts in Education, Masters of Business Administration, Master of Engineering, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Music Education, and Master of Science, please rise. These candidates will be presented by the Dean and Professor John Stevenson of the Graduate School.
Chancellor DeStefano, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present these master's candidates for their degree conferral.
Dean Stevenson, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon these candidates the degrees Master of Arts in Education, Master of Business Administration, Masters of Engineering, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Music Education, and Master of Science. Congratulations to you all. Please be seated. It is now time to recognize those students who will be receiving their degrees with honors. Will the undergraduates from all schools and colleges who have been nominated for honors distinction please rise? These students will be presented by Provost Russell Moore.
This semester, 206 students have been nominated by the faculty for honors distinctions. These are the students whose academic achievements are truly outstanding, who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of academic excellence, and who have contributed immensely to the intellectual vitality of our campus. As a sign of that recognition, the university awards each student a medallion whose ribbon colors designate a specific honor. Chancellor DeStefano, I'm proud to present these distinguished students who have been nominated to receive their degrees with one or more of the following designations: honors, special honors, high honors, highest honors, distinction, high distinction, cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude.
Professor Moore, I am pleased to bestow upon these distinguished students the honors designations for which they have worked so diligently and with such excellence. Congratulations to you all. Please be seated. Will the candidates who are being presented today for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Design please rise? These candidates will be presented by Dean and Professor John Stevenson.
Chancellor DeStefano, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present these degree candidates.
Dean Stevenson, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer on these candidates the degree Bachelor of Environmental Design. Congratulations to you. Will the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences who are being presented today for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise? These candidates will be presented by Dean and Professor Stephen Lee of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Chancellor DeStefano, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present our outstanding graduate, Sarah Diver, and these degree candidates.
Dean Lee, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer on these candidates the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts. Congratulations to you all. Please be seated. Will the candidates who are being presented today for the degree Bachelor of Science, Business Administration please rise? These candidates will be presented by Dean and Professor David Eikenberry of the Leeds School of Business.
Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty at the Leeds School of Business, I have the privilege this morning of presenting our outstanding graduate, Rachel Marie Ford, and these fine degree candidates.
Dean Eikenberry, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer on these candidates the degree Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Congratulations to you all. Will the candidates who are being presented today for the degrees Bachelor of Science, Applied Mathematics, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, and Bachelor of Science in the designated fields of engineering please rise? These candidates will be presented by Associate Dean and Professor Diane Sieber of the College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Chancellor DeStefano, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present our outstanding graduate, Zhenya Nareni, and these degree candidates.
Dean Sieber, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer on these candidates the degrees Bachelor of Science, Applied Mathematics, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, and Bachelor of Science in the designated fields of engineering. Congratulations to you all. Will the candidates who are being presented today for the degree Bachelor of Science in Journalism please rise? These candidates will be presented by Dean John Stevenson.
Chancellor DeStefano, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present our outstanding graduate, Ian Gammy, and these degree candidates.
Dean Stevenson, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer on these candidates the degree Bachelor of Science in Journalism, and also our outstanding graduate who is with us today, Ian Gammy. Congratulations. Will the candidates who are being presented today for the degrees Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Arts in Music, and Bachelor of Music Education please rise? These candidates will be presented by Dean and Professor James Austin of the College of Music.
Chancellor DeStefano, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present our outstanding graduate, Madeline Claire Sproul, and these degree candidates.
Dean Austin, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer on these candidates the degrees Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Arts in Music, and Bachelor of Music Education. Congratulations to you all. And now will all those receiving bachelor's degrees today please signify your new status by moving the tassels on your caps from the right to the left. Class of 2013, congratulations. Welcome to the extended family of the university and Forever Buffs. There are over 280,000 alumni in Forever Buffs family ready to assist you with your careers and life transitions. Your connection to the university is lifelong. We are continually linked together as you take your place in our society, and the university shapes its own destiny as one of the world's greatest universities. Godspeed to you and to our university. Thank you.
And now, graduates, please welcome the chair of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, Mr. Matt McElhenney.
Well, I thought on the way up here that I've never spoken to a group this large before, and I'm not sure that my speech class back in my days at CU really prepared me for this. I will warn you in advance, however, that I'm a lawyer by training, and this crowd seems to be a pretty happy audience at the moment, a lot happier than some of the judges I've appeared before in my career. Congratulations to all of our grads. You follow today in the footsteps of thousands of accomplished CU Boulder alumni. Like you, they left the university as successful graduates, and they remain forever Buffs to this day. I hope you are all proud to be CU grads. You're part of a group that includes 18 astronauts, Chipotle founder Steve Ells, Oscar-winning co-producer Sarah Siegel Magnus, South Park creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker, CIA operative Tony Mendez, who was played by Ben Affleck in the film Argo, thousands of Peace Corps volunteers, former U.S. Supreme Court Justice Byron White, and former Colorado Governors Bill Ritter and Roy Romer, just to name a few. You are now one of them, part of our 280,000 strong Forever Buffs family that aims to help students and alumni build robust professional, social, and personal networks while celebrating their Buff pride. After graduation, whether you move to Shanghai or San Francisco or stay right here in Boulder, remember that there are many ways to engage with our Forever Buffs family to find job leads, make friends, and maybe even find a date on a Saturday night. Here's how. Network with other Forever Buffs through our dozens of alumni groups around the nation and world, through local events, and online through Facebook and Twitter. Celebrate your CU pride by attending our events and pregame parties held in Boulder and throughout the Pac-12 footprint. Gain one-on-one guidance from our alumni-only career counselor and through alumni career workshops. or seek advice and share jobs with almost 25,000 Forever Buffs in our LinkedIn group. Being a part of the Forever Buffs family means you receive a lifetime of services and programming. All you have to do is avail yourself of it. Being a graduate also comes with some responsibilities. Be true to yourself. Remember the people, the memories, the mistakes, and the successes you experienced while you were here, and use them to help shape your future. As former CU President George Nolan once wrote, "Stand for things of the Spirit. Have a heart large enough to match your successes, because life will continue to test your heart and challenge your mind." And perhaps most importantly, don't forget your roots. This is a special place with a special group of graduates. Hold it close to your heart. Be proud that you spent your undergraduate years in Boulder and that you are a graduate of the University of Colorado. Do not be afraid to stay engaged with and give back to the university, as the university has given so much to each one of us as its graduates. From my own personal experience, I can tell you that maintaining and continuing to invest in your relationships with the university and with other Forever Buffs beyond your graduation day will serve to enrich and reward you in life long after your college days in Boulder are over. Lastly, on behalf of the CU Alumni Association and all 280,000 Forever Buffs, I congratulate each graduate today on your wonderful accomplishments during your senior career. And I know as you go forth in life, you will always be a positive reflection of the university's soul. Go Buffs!
Thanks, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, this is perhaps the most solemn moment in this ceremony. It is addressed to today's graduates. It's a tradition at this ceremony to read the charge that late University President George Norland addressed to the class of 1935. Dr. Norland was a professor of classics at CU from 1899 to 1942. For 23 of those years, 23, he served as president of the university. And the library that he helped plan during that time now bears his name. His legacy at CU includes having dared to speak out as an eloquent champion of democracy and human equality during a time of serious threats to those principles across our nation. In 1924, the governor of Colorado reportedly took orders from the Ku Klux Klan, which controlled our legislature. One of those orders was that President Norland was to rid the faculty of this university of all Catholics and Jews. President Norland refused, and the university received limited funds that year. And later, in the early 1930s, President Norland also denounced Hitler's Nazi regime. He devoted his career to two great causes: the life of the mind and the love of this university, which he articulated in this charge to CU graduates, which will now be read by Regent Steve Bosley.
You are now certified to the world at large as alumni of the university. She is your kindly mother, and you her cherished sons and daughters. This exercise denotes not your severance from her, but your union with her. Commencement does not mean, as many wrongly think, the breaking of ties at the beginning of life apart. Rather, it marks your initiation in the fullest sense into the fellowship of the university. as bearers of her torch, as centers of her influence, as promoters of her spirit. The university is not the campus, not the buildings on the campus, not the faculties, not the students of any one time, not one of these or all of these. The university consists of all who come unto and go forth from her halls, who are touched by her influence and who carry her spirit. Wherever you go, the university goes with you. Wherever you are at work, there is the university at work. What the university purposes to be, what it must always strive to be, is represented on its seal, which is stamped on your diplomas, a lamp in the hands of youth. If its light shines not in you and from you, how great is its darkness? But if it shines in you today and in the thousands before you, who can measure its power? With hope and fellowship, I welcome you into the fellowship. I bid you farewell, only in the sense that I pray you may fare well. You go forth, but not from us. We remain, but not severed from you. May God go with you and be with us and you.
Thank you, Regent Bosley. Thank you. And now, will everyone please stand and join us in singing the university's alma mater. The words are printed in your program at the end of the order of exercises. The alma mater will be sung by Nicole Wilkie, who, remember, is receiving her bachelor's degree from the College of Music today. Nicole. Will you please remain at your seats for the recessional of the platform party and the faculty. The winter commencement of the University of Colorado at Boulder is now concluded. Congratulations to you all.